Guys, welcome back to Bump Box, and this time, as promised, we've got the top 10 best items that I got out of the Nude Block in the old Loot Crate series. Now, most of the Nerd Block things are a bit hit and miss, and usually Loot Crate hit on the money, to be quite honest. And you may be expecting loads of very common things like the pop vinyls and all these kind of things. Ironically, they're the things that didn't hit home very well for me. In Nerd Block, I got a naff Dragon Ball Z person, didn't really rate with anything to me. And in Loot Crate, I got just the one, and that was the Batman dressed as the Joker. And it was kind of kooky, but it wasn't something I would pick myself. I'd have rather had just the Joker or just Batman. So I'm a bit odd like that. There you go. So, there's 2 boxes of Nerd Block things. That's because, funnily enough, the things I like myself are out of those. Bit more. So, Loot Crate first, and it's going to be a few things that you're going to raise your eyebrow at, but it is my choices. Simpsons wallet, and these are the Mighty wallets. You can't really buy these things over here. I don't know if it's more of like a US bound thing. You can get them online. I've never seen them in shops before. I've never thought of them as a gift, but they are really, really cool. I haven't actually used this yet, because I'm actually scared to ruin it. But ironically, it's one of those things, the more you use it, the better it gets. Got loads of different designs, loads of different things you can use, and it says there after 1 year of use, it expands as you use it, gets chunkier, it absorbs water, and it kind of just, that's a really cool thing. I really like that. I'm a massive fan of The Simpsons. Who isn't? Got all the cast there. It's just nice item, really nice item. It probably would have cost probably about £10 of our money. So on its own, that's kind of the type of thing I'd like, and that's the kind of thing I got the boxes for in the first place, to get these kind of things. Second thing, this was in the stealth box. This is it's obviously a watch, but it's a stealth wristwatch. It's an LED light under like a rubber latex strap, and obviously it's all hidden. You have to press a little tiny button, pops up the time. Really, really like that. Yeah, again, it's just a kooky thing. Obviously, it's probably not cost £1 million to make. Maybe I lived a secluded life, but I've never seen anything like this before. And I thought it was just a cool, interesting item. Say if it was something you wear, it's a little conversation starter, or make a kind of funky little gift. I mean, if someone gave me these 2 things as gifts, I'd be genuinely quite happy, thinking, cool things. On that note, is anything else in this one? I think those are the main ones. And we've got Black Tie Geek, massive apparel, like bow ties, all that kind of gubbins. Obviously, this is Space Invaders, and well, as you can see, the design's very good, and the quality of it and the feel is even better. It's a really nice looking thing, and yet again, I was really happy with that. Those things, more than some of the funnier pop vinyl things, they did it for me. I was really quite impressed with those. That's how it goes. Nerd Block, like I say, very hit and miss. When it did hit, it was spectacular. You're going to learn a bit about my personality now. One, I have been a massive collector of autographs for about 4 or 5 years now, and I only try and get people who are any interest to me, usually comedians, actors, comedic writers, people who've had some impact in my life. Not a massive Val Kilmer fan or a Willow fan or anything like that, but when you get an exclusive autograph, and it's, well, I don't know how big Val Kilmer is now, but he used to be famous. I was genuinely impressed by that. And you've got a signed, sealed, delivered, and a little certified thing. Warwick Davis is a cool enough chap, and he's done some recent comedic stuff, but obviously Val Kilmer, sorry Warwick, is the biggest star. And I was really impressed that I got that. So that was quite a cool little thing. It was a good little thing for my collection. Comics. Now, this is a bone of contention, because for every cool Batman you may get, you might get Star Trek Planet of the Apes or an Orphan Black. Now, these are, they say, exclusive, and they are often like backed onto some sort of card and in a cellophane bag. It looks really jazzy, nice little thing for a collection. However, don't care for Orphan Black, not bothered by this at all. And the artwork I like, it's a kooky little thing, but yet again, not too bothered by. However, this one, I'd recently been reading and getting into the hardback big volumes and the compendiums of the New 52, so when I got this, I thought really cool little thing, nice little thing to go on the shelf or to bulk out a series. Fan, like the writers. So yeah, that was a genuinely cool thing to get. I cared for this a lot more than the, like I say, the Batman Joker styled vinyl. That was a really cool item. So that was a big hit. However, I'd have much better had like Walking Dead stuff. Walking Dead, fan. But anyway, breathe. They never did do Walking Dead stuff. Angered me. Shirts, another bone of contention. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Nerd Block, you got a shirt every month. Loot Crate, you'd probably get one every 3-4 months, depending on the contents of the box. But like I say, Nerd Block, you always got a shirt. And this was quite a kooky one. You got the Flashicle, and just a funny novelty one. I quite like that one. I've worn this a couple of times, but this is genuinely one of the nicer things. A lot of them, I'll be honest, I've passed on to friends or I've just never worn. This is a very good example of that. This was just a lazy one. It was the Dungeons and Dragons style month, and obviously you got the ampersand with the dragon motif, and the quality's awful and it looks naff. So yeah, as we can say. So that's that box done. The last couple of items to round off our 10. Now, this is a funny one. It's a clicker. It was an exclusive item that came with one of the last boxes I got. And it was exclusive because it was a toy that hadn't previously been sold or listed, apparently. I don't know if that's true or not. And it's just like an item that was launching in these first. So only people who bought these first would get first like dibs on them to go. It's just a little, like kind of a cross between Kinex and mouldable plastic. You kind of just bend it, click it, you can attach it to other things, and it makes different shapes, you can build it. But the reason why I like it is, since I've been a child, I'm fidgety and I play with my fingers, and it's just a good little stress reliever. It's a good thing when you're trying to think. It's just one of those things handy to have on a desk or in your pocket. It's just, and also kids for some stupid reason love these. So yeah, that was kind of a funny little thing. One of the lesser valued things, but the ones I've had some quite good value out of. The only pop vinyl I did care about was this one. Better Call Saul. Huge Breaking Bad fan, massive. Second to The Walking Dead, this is probably the only other show that I would watch religiously and happily rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. Sadly, it's not one of the cool characters like Jesse or Walter, but yeah, there you go. Sadly, it shows him on the box, which is more of a rub-in, but yeah, salt in the wounds, lads. But it's nice. You've got what does it say? Well, you could have had that character. We got the grey suit, and he's got his little cup as well. So it's a nice little item, and it's a nice little thing to have next to your DVDs on your shelf. So I was quite impressed with that one. And finally, Gizmo. This was the only teddy that I actually thought was any use. It looks just like Gizmo. It's a good scale of a teddy. It's a very good quality. It's been bagged and it's well made. You can tell it's good. Loved Gremlins. Who doesn't love Gremlins? It's a cool little throwback. Just a little kitsch item to get. Like I said, it's just one of the things you get and you're thinking, nah, that's a cool thing. Now I genuinely mean this. Nerd Block and Loot Crate are nice boxes. If you live in Canada, if you live in America, sadly, the value is not worth shipping them over here, because you can get all these items if you live in those respected countries for next to nothing. In this country, in the UK, still, there's a few people trying to get their subscription boxes off the floor and get them running kind of thing, but they're not really got the value or the competition to kind of get people interested. Hopefully, that day will happen. But until next time,